New York Times, which I call the failing New York Times because it's failing, it's losing a fortune. They are such a dishonest newspaper. The failing New York Times, and it is failing, it won't be in business, in my opinion, more than 3 or 4 more years. The failing New York Times wrote a big, long front-page story yesterday. And it was very much discredited, as you know. It's a joke. If you're reading a story about somebody, you don't know, you assume it's honest because it's like the failing New York Times, which is like so bad. It's so bad.
But President Trump, feeling generous, decided to give the New York Times a whole lot of access during his winter holiday. With that, let's bring in our panel. Jason Riley, Wall Street Journal columnist and senior fellow at the Manhattan Institute. Sarah Westwood, White House correspondent for the Washington Examiner. And David Catanese, senior politics writer for U.S. News and World Report. Gentlemen, lady, welcome. David, your top headline to come out of that?
My top headline is that he says Robert Mueller is going to be fair to him in this investigation, and he didn't call for it to be ended. And I think that shows some influence of the White House staff attorneys calming the president down on this, knowing that he's in a precarious legal position to not push at Mueller, not sort of prod him. And to me, that was the most interesting, given, that he also said no collusion, I think, a dozen times. So he is still maintaining his innocence, but in this interview, at least, he said he's allowing, special counsel Robert Mueller to do his job, at least, per a couple seconds ago when he hasn't tweeted yet, right? 30
minutes with a reporter's dream, could make some White House staffers a little gray, huh, Sarah?
Absolutely. What we're hearing is that President Trump gave no heads up to his staff before he took this interview. It was sort of a right place and the right time situation for the New York Times reporter who happened to be down there having lunch in Mar-a-Lago. And certainly there were some things that I think President Trump said that his staff may not have liked. For instance, we spent a whole day talking about what rights President Trump does and does not have when it comes to interfering in elections, investigations at the Department of Justice and reopening the Clinton email investigation. And what I thought was most interesting about the interview was the sort of centrist tone that he struck when he was talking about legislative items. He was talking about disappointment that Senator Joe Manchin didn't come to the table to negotiate. That's a state he won by a lot. He was talking about his willingness to negotiate bipartisan deals on health care reform and on infrastructure. So that was it was a more moderated tone than we've heard from him.
Interesting, going after Manchin, saying he talks bipartisanship and then you don't hear from him. So we'll wait to hear the senator's reaction to that. Jason, your thoughts?
I thought his remarks on immigration were interesting. He once again laid down where his markers are. He wants to do something for these dreamers who were brought here as youngsters by their parents. But he wants to do more than that. He wants more border security in return for doing something on that. He also wants to move the system towards a more skill-based system and away from the so-called chain migration, where you come based on who you're related to, who's already here. What we don't know is where the Democrats stand on this. Earlier this month, they were threatening to shut down the government to protect these dreamers. They backed off of that, I think wisely so. The idea that they could defend to the public shutting down the government on behalf of illegal immigrants, I thought was a bit much. But we don't know going forward where they're going to give on this issue. We know where the president stands. It'll be interesting to see where the Democrats come down. The president gave Congress 6 months. We're still within that time frame. So I expect we're going to be hearing a lot about this in the early months of the year.
I should note the New York Times reporter was out talking about his big get. Let's take a listen to this.
The approach that I took to it was to basically get him talking, ask him questions, and get out of the way. That is the best way to get the most information out of him as possible. He's a difficult person to talk over. He's a difficult person to interrupt. And I said, okay, I'm going to ask these questions, and I'm going to get the ball rolling and just kind of sit back and listen.
So no surprise, get him to talk, and please keep talking, Mr. President. All right, let's go over your favorite tweets of 2017 from President Trump panelists. Dave, you want to start us off?
Sure. Mine is when the president referenced Kim Jong-un. He said, why would Kim Jong-un insult me by calling me old when I would never call him short and fat? Oh, well, I try so hard to be his friend, and maybe someday that will happen. I think this encapsulates the president being mean, but also funny, sort of odd and personal, but also potentially dangerous. I mean, this is a nuclear-armed leader that he is tweeting at.
And I believe he was in Vietnam when he sent that tweet about Kim
Was he
Jong-un.
overseas? I don't. Was that when it was? Okay. Yeah.
Sarah, your favorite of 2017?
So my favorite Trump tweet, I think, was illustrative of a few things for him. He tweeted, "Why aren't the committees and investigators, and of course our beleaguered AG, looking into crooked Hillary crimes and Russian relations?" So one, I think, that really shows Trump's frustration with Republicans in Congress and Sessions that they didn't do more to protect him from the Russia collusion allegations. Two, I think it shows that he has had this fixation on the Russia investigation throughout the year. And three, he spent a lot of this year relitigating a lot of the election controversies and his election victory. There was so much focus on the states he won and the fact that the Electoral College is supposed to be insurmountable for Republicans, so the Russia collusion allegations, they must be an excuse for Democrats about why he won. So I think this tweet really just encapsulates his attitude toward the whole Russia investigation all year.
I should note we had some news tonight on Huma Abedin's emails. We'll see if the president decides to weigh in on that at some point on Twitter. Jason, your favorite Twitter tweet?
Chose the tweet regarding the father of one of the college basketball players caught stealing in China. And I think this tweet really just perfectly encapsulates Trump. Whether you love him or you hate him, the shouting in capital letters, the bragging, the gratuitous potshot at the father. I mean, this is not a head of state in North Korea or Hillary Clinton. This was just a guy who went after the president, and he hit back as he often does. And also the huge popularity of him doing this. This tweet was liked more than 30,000 times and retweeted more than 50,000 times. So I think this one tweet encapsulates the president.
And as we've seen, with just a few keystrokes, the president can totally change the conversation.
Yes.
All right, panel.